Hey everybody, welcome to Dr. G Cooks. Time for another episode. So tonight we're gonna cook sweet and sour chicken. I told you before I'm a bad Jew and I cook a lot of Asian dishes. So I think I'm half Chinese, half Jewish. It makes me Chewish. So let's get going here. So this is an unusual recipe for sweet and sour chicken. Those of you that are traditionalists, and truly of Chinese descent, I apologize, but this is my version and it's a really good one. My sauce may be a little different, but I will tell you it's one of the best I've ever had. So I'm just going to go over the ingredient list right now and then I'll get into more detail. But essentially we're going to make a sauce, we're going to make the chicken, we're going to put make some veggies for the sauce, combine the three components together, and you've got a great dish, and I suggest you serve it over rice. So for the sauce and for the whole dish, we'll just go over everything. You're going to need 2 pounds of chicken breast. You can also use pork, lean pork. A couple of eggs, 2 large eggs. You're going to need cornstarch, sugar, salt, ketchup. This is weird, right? But it's really good in the sauce. So ketchup, cooking cherry. You're going to need a canned pineapple because you're going to use the juice in the can of the pineapple. But for the actual pineapple in the dish, I suggest you get a real pineapple. I got this one today. Looks like it's fresh off the boat from Hawaii. It's still got its stalk on it. And you're going to need some apple cider vinegar, soy sauce, Tabasco sauce, Worcestershire sauce, salt. Whoops, I almost knocked that sherry over. Ginger, okay? And then for the veggies, along with the pineapple, we're going to use some green peas, white onion, bell pepper, and carrots. So now we're ready to put together the components of our sweet and sour chicken. What I want you to do is, before we do anything, I want you to cut the 2 pounds of chicken into small cubes. And then I want you to marinate this for about 30 minutes in a combination of, and get your pen out, I want 1 clove garlic minced, 1/2 teaspoon grated ginger, 2 eggs slightly beaten, 4 tablespoons of cornstarch, about 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of soy sauce, and 1 teaspoon of sherry. You're gonna mix that all up and then put the chicken in it and just marinate it just like this. Now here's our sauce component. What I want you to do for this, again, get that pen out. I want you to mix together 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 3/4 cup of sugar, mix that up, and then to it add 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce, 5 dashes of Tabasco, 1/2 cup apple cider vinegar, 1/2 cup ketchup, 3/4 cup of pineapple juice, and then that's it. You're gonna mix that up and then you're gonna bring that to a simmer and it's gonna thicken. Once it's thickened, then you're gonna put in the veggies that we sauteed. So I also want you to saute cubed the veggies I showed you before. And you can get creative with this, but in this case I'm using a diced onion, carrots cut on an angle, green peas, and bell pepper. And that's usually what I use for this dish. And then not sauteed, you're gonna go ahead and chop up about 2 cups of pineapple. Okay, and then next I'm gonna show you guys how to prepare the chicken, because we're gonna fry this after we mix it with a half-half mixture of breadcrumbs and flour. And that's how we make the fried chicken component. So now we're gonna go ahead and bread our chicken. It's been sitting in that marinade for about 30 minutes. And what I've done over here, I've just taken a 1/2 to 1/2 mixture of breadcrumbs, plain breadcrumbs, and flour, and just mix it up. And with each piece of your chicken, I want you to put it into the breadcrumbs and just dust it. And I'll do this en masse, but I'm just showing you on one. And then once it's covered in the breadcrumb, pull it out, put it on the side in a plate, and you want to let your breaded chicken sit and rest for about 20 minutes before you fry it. When we fry it, we're gonna fry in 350-degree oil for about 10 minutes. Then we're gonna transfer that to our sauce and veggies, and that's the dish. Serve it on a bed of rice, and you're done. So here we are. The sauce has been brought up to a quick boil and then simmered. You can see how thick it's gotten. Looks really good. It's got this great sweet and sour flavor to it. And now we'll go over and get our chicken pieces, which you just previously fried, and we'll dump those into the sauce. And that's really starting to come together. To this, we'll go ahead and add our veggies. And we're almost done. And now we just have to add our pineapple. And that's really the dish. Once we add these pineapple here, mix this all up, and you're ready to go. Wow, and so that's it. Here is our final dish, served on a bed of rice. Just delicious. Very authentic, I think. So again, I want to thank you guys for following Dr. G Cooks. I hope you will go ahead and share this with your family and friends. Please don't forget to click on the subscribe button. And if you have any requests, I'm certainly open to that. Otherwise, just have a great weekend. Enjoy the dish.